All right. Hey, everybody. I am live here with one of my strategic partners. His name's Blad. And the reason we're coming to you today is simple. When we find something that's working, when we find something that's helping a lot of our clients, we want to let you guys know all about it. So, traditionally, S, we've done a lot of SBA loans the last 2 or 3 years with the EIDL. We did a lot of the PPPs. And now we've noticed that we are getting and we'll get into the details, much faster approvals and fundings on SBA loans, especially SBA loans that are under 150. So, Vlad, why don't you tell us a little bit about what we've been seeing? Just touch on that.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jonathan. And what's exciting about this particular product is that we've been doing this for some time now. I've never seen anything move faster in terms of a regular 7A working capital, traditional loan. These are bank underwritten and guaranteed by the SBA. So they're actual bank loans, 10-year terms, stuff like that.
Prime
The
plus
processing
two.
time, yeah, the processing time, they've gotten it down to a week or less in most cases. That's once they have everything very streamlined process. It's one of the frustrating things about SBA loans, traditional SBA loans, is that they could take too long. Sometimes,
Absolutely.
and that hurts sometimes if you have a real need for the capital. So it's exciting that they've cut back the processing time to less than a week, and they've lowered a lot of the document requirement criteria. So that's what's exciting about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to stress it's not like the EIDL where if you had 600 credit, you were breezing right through. This is same guidelines as a traditional SBA. Almost the same documents. What documents don't they need for this new program?
You're not gonna see a lot of the asset list type of materials. Letters from landlord, subordination documents. There's a lot of stuff that's cut out of the process. But the bottom line is that it maxes out $150,000, and what they're using is the top line revenue, so your gross revenue,
Hmm.
30% of that, and for a maximum of 150,000. But they're allowing the borrower to come back multiple times per year, as long as each application is with 90 days or more from each
Okay,
other.
got
So,
it.
which is that's something. Obviously, we haven't seen this done yet because the program is too new. It hasn't been 90 days since this program has been out, so I haven't seen that in practice. But the bank is pretty confident
Yeah,
about their position. So anybody that doesn't have ultimately the 150K doesn't cut it, and they need more capital later down the line. I mean, the product is right there for them. So they've cut back a lot of the documents. Obviously, you're gonna need 2 years tax returns. You're gonna need a personal financial statement, some of the basic stuff that goes in with a traditional
680.
680 or better credit score. That type of stuff. But it's a great product, and we're seeing a lot of excitement. And we want to throw it out there, and obviously, I'm glad that we can do it on your platform for your clients. So.
Yeah, I mean, if you're with us cutting down to, let's say, I want to say worst case scenario, 2 weeks for an SBA loan, that's unheard of,
Yeah.
right? Every SBA loan I've ever done, minus not considering the EIDLs, it's usually taken 30, 60, 90 days. And clients get annoyed because one, you have to keep updating the interim financials, which is normal. I mean, that's normal SBA. And two, it's a clunky process. So if this is a streamlined program and all you need is 150 or less, that's amazing. Now, obviously, same profit margins, right? You still have to show profit, right?
That's the funny thing about this program. The profitability is not a requirement. They're using top line
Really?
revenue. So again, we're gonna have to look at the tax returns and see how we haven't encountered any pushback from the deals that we're sending through in the cash flow calculation that the bank is using. They're using very straightforward top line revenue, 30% of that, and that's what they're gonna go for the loan amount. If the credit score is right, and also the regular eligibility, like no criminal background,
Yeah.
type of stuff. Then the loans are flowing through right now pretty smoothly. The
Okay.
minute I start encountering any type of issues, I'll be happy to come out here and we're transparent. We let everybody know what's going on. So I'll be happy to give some feedback. But so far, they're moving pretty smoothly.
That's awesome. That's unheard of, guys. So if you've been sitting on the fence or you're looking, if you have any upcoming projects in the next, call it 2, 3, 4 months, this would be a really good way to start and to at least get that first tranche of 150, right? Because typically they're very, very strict about what the profit margins need to be, comparatively speaking to what you would qualify for, right? So if we can get these done in 10 days for you, you're getting SBA. It's always going to be, there's no cheaper program out there than traditional SBA loan. Like, I've just never seen it. So anyone have any questions while me and Vlad are going live here, because we can pick them up. And Vlad, is there anything else you want to add, bud, or?
Yeah, well, you were talking about the rate, cheaper. It's a prime plus 2.75%, so that'll put you at 6.25.
Yep.
It's a variable rate product. That's the way they all are. And yeah, there is no cheaper business loan out there than an SBA. And I guess this is now that everything else is fading out, PPP is done, EIDL is pretty much faded out. I guess this is another way to pump some capital into small business owners.
Yeah.
Obviously, with a few more docs, but they're moving really fast with this, and I think the SBA has something to do with it.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones guaranteeing these loans, and they're trying to make this process as smooth as possible. I've never seen anything like this, and I'm excited. And if you're a business owner that can use $150,000 in working capital, or any amount, even higher than that, but you can take it in stages. It's a great opportunity for you to move forward with a great loan that you're not going to regret having.
Absolutely. And I think this is a really good opportunity for people that may have gotten advances in the past, right? So if you're someone that had 1, 2, 3 cash advances, obviously they hurt your cash flow. If you have 680 credit and you have the top line revenue to support it, this would be an amazing program to go in and clean some of that stuff up with. Or let's say you've, and I keep preaching not to do this, but let's just say you're somebody that has a ton of business credit card debt, and you meant to pay it off at the end of every month, and it's just kind of gotten out of control for you. This would be the program that you're going to want to use to clean all that up, put in one nice monthly payment, and extend it out over 10 years. Now, are there prepayment penalties with these, Vlad?
No prepayment penalties, as a good SBA 7A would be. So there's no early prepayment penalties, and that is one of the best case uses for this capital, is if you have some high debt that you took because it was fast and it solved the problem at a time. Now you want to free that cash flow. This is a great product that lends itself to help refinance some of that higher interest debt. Yeah.
And this is also, if you guys can get a location going, right? You guys can add an additional location, get inventory, maybe a piece of equipment. This would be a really good program for that as well, right? So again, if you guys have been in business 2 years, you have 680 credit, and this is something you want to check out, please shoot me a message. I'll get everything together. We'll try to get this in, and I'd love for 2 or 3 or 4 people to come back on this exact post in a week or two and just said, hey, they got it done in 2 weeks, or they got it done in a week, right? Be some additional social proof, because this is what we do. We're here to support small business, help you guys grow your business, and when we have a program that's this exciting, and we know it's working really well, we want to share it with you guys. Vlad, do you have anything in closing that you want to add?
Absolutely. No, just looking forward to helping some of your great clients. They know where to find you. We'll be happy to be on the back end, helping with the process. And it'll be, like you said, it'd be nice to have somebody come back and speak of the experience that they had and how these helped them out. Yeah. Thanks for having me. I always, John, I really appreciate it.
Anytime you want to come on here, man. I've been doing more and more of these. So I have this. I have it going on YouTube. it's important to give entrepreneurs as many resources as they can besides trying to go to their bank, because a lot of them get stuck there. So I appreciate you, brother. Guys, thanks for tuning in. And if you guys need anything, just reach out.
Thank you. Bye, everybody. Take care now.
Bye.